Here now is retired four-star General Jack Keane, a Fox News senior strategic analyst. Thanks so much for joining us. What do you make of the #2 guy coming to New York to speak, with the Trump team? Does that tell you that they want to get South Korea out of the middle of this negotiation, or China, or what do you read into that?
Well, first of all, I think they're still reacting to the fact that President Trump, canceled the summit meeting because clearly he saw that he was being played by Kim Jongun. His tone changed. He started to talk about not denuclearizing. China was also a part of that, I think, trying to delay this process. And frankly, the South Koreans have been the mediators between North Korea and the United States and were really the energy that brought about the summit to begin with. I've always felt that they have really been minimizing the differences between North Korea and South Korea. So I do think that maybe one of the reasons this envoy is coming to the United States is they no longer want to work through that mediator because they also don't think they may be being represented properly. Secondly, I clearly think he wants to convince the administration that we definitely want to have this summit, and he's delivering a message from Kim Jongun at a very high level from one counterpart to another, obviously in the name of Secretary of State Pompeo.
So when you say that South Korea is minimizing the differences, I mean, was that for the benefit for someone in particular, or you think that they just really wanted to see a deal come together, so they were kind of, trying to wallpaper over whatever challenges there might be to keep things rolling?
This is a left-of-center government that has taken a much softer approach to North Korea than their predecessors did. They were considerably more hardliner. And Moon has always been seeking reconciliation with the North. In fact, they were trying to pass some legislation about having the summit. And in that legislation was left out the U.S. position of complete, verifiable, irreversible denuclearization. And some conservative politicians voted against it, and the legislation did not pass. So I think we're very much on to, I think, what Moon is doing, and so is North Korea, and they may not be serving each of our interests as well as our own interests should be served, and that I think is part of the equation here.
I heard you say before that you think that what North Korea is after is, Kim Jong-un is a relatively young guy. He wants to be assured that his regime's going to stay in place and he's going to be able to stay in office. Do you think that he would go for complete denuclearization in exchange for that? And would we be willing to give up being on the peninsula if he verifiably got rid of everything? Would that be smart or stupid?
Well, no, I think you kind of framing the issue, frankly, Melissa. Right now, starting yesterday, our delegation is meeting with their delegation at Panmunjom, at the demilitarized zone.
Right.
And I think as of yesterday, we started to find out for the first time, is North Korea's ambitions to denuclearization aspirational? At best, are they really looking to just do partial nuclearization? Do they want to drag this out over the course of many years as opposed to doing it in a reasonable amount of time? Are they willing to have a full accounting of all of their weapons and missiles, which we need to have from them? Are they willing to put in process a verification process where we can oversee their disarming and dismantling that? I know our delegation is asking those questions and getting evidence from the North Koreans about their seriousness and certainly relaying that back to the White House and to President Trump's advisors. They're going to have to make a decision. There obviously are going to be differences, and you framed some of those differences between North Korea and the United States. Are those differences resolvable through negotiations in the judgment of our delegation and the president? If not, then likely the summit will be delayed. If they think they are resolvable, that we can work towards a common objective, likely the summit will go forward.
Yeah. General Jack Keane, thank you so much. I hope you'll come back soon with more on this.